Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video for WWE 2K25, and we got some more stuff to talk about. We finally got our first DLC entrance revealed for the pack number 5 that is currently coming in a couple of days, and we got Jesse Ventura, and he actually looks pretty good. Again, bro, the DLC in the game always looks pretty good, and that is one thing that they seem to continue knocking out the park. And we finally got our first entrance reveal out of the 5. We still got 4 more characters to go, but this is the final DLC pack, and it starts with Jesse Ventura, Paul Orndorff, and we got Tito Santana, Junkyard Dog, and Sid Justice. So I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember the last time that we seen any of those wrestlers in the game. Maybe I'm tripping, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't remember seeing any of these names in any of the prior video games, at least in recent memory. I am excited for Tito Santana. I am excited to see how that's gonna look. But again, when we look at the DLC pack and we look at what there is to talk about, this is the last one. There's a final patch that comes out. Are we gonna get any island stuff? I'm not completely sure, because they did drop the whole Goldberg and Nikki Bella thing at some point earlier in September. So is there gonna be another story? I'm not sure, but if we are looking back at history, it does look like there is always something that pertains to the island in there. And not only do we have the island stuff to go on ahead and worry about, but a patch. And sometimes the patch isn't all that, you know, video worthy, but it is something that does fix a couple problems with the games or whatnot. And honestly, I think at this point in the year, nothing big in terms of patches is going to come from these DLC packs. We may get some little additions here and there that pertain to the DLC pack, but aside from that, I don't think anything extra will come out of this, simply because, man, look at the month, look at what we're in. We're in November. It is crazy to think about that we are already through this year almost, and then we're gonna jump into December, January, and as we already know, the cycle starts at the very end of January, 3rd, 4th week of January. We are going to be talking about a new video game. So there's obviously a lot of hope, there's a lot of disappointment with this year's game, but nonetheless, I think that it has been a solid installment. But we need to see bigger improvements than just little quality of life features here and there. We need to see something that's going to be groundbreaking in 2K26. I think that is the word. It needs to be groundbreaking. It can't be something relatively small compared to what we've seen in the past. It needs to be something big that's going to get eyes and a lot of just hope to the product. So that's why I stand with 2K26. I know this ain't a 2K26 video, but I am hoping, and I got a lot of hope that these developers have something in the bag for next year. So I am hopeful about that. And just to get back into the DLC, man, this year thus far has been some pretty good DLC. In September, we got one of the most wanted DLCs, which included Mark Henry, included D'Lo Brown, which a lot of people were excited about, and it also included Victoria, one of the only women that were in this year's DLC packs. And I think that's something that needs to be a main focus next year. We very, very rarely got any DLC women this year, and there's a lot of them that are apparently on contracts at this point. I'm hoping that we get a Kelly next year. I'm hoping that we do get some of those women that really played a part in prior eras and that haven't been in the game, at least in recent memory. I can't remember the last time I saw someone like Kelly in the game. I believe that was like WWE 13 or 12, around that time. I don't think I remember seeing her in after, but please let me know down below if I am wrong. Correct me. You guys already know how that go. But I do want to see some more women getting added to these DLC packs throughout the next couple years, especially next year's DLC pack, because I do think that this one was very male oriented. Like from what I'm looking at, like you look at the New Wave pack, you got Julie and Stephanie Vaquer, which was really nice. But then you get the Duncan Destruction pack, you get 5 men. Then you get the Fearless pack, you just get Jordan Grace and Bonacano. But then you get New Jack, Penta, and then you also get KSI. And then the next 2 packs are just one female legend. And I think that's more so where I'm going, right? Because it's not just women, because I did name a couple women there, but just the legends is what I'm more so referring to when I say I need to see more of that, you know, because obviously we got Julie, we got Stephanie Vaquer this year, we got Bonacano, but Bonacano and Victoria seem to be the only 2 female legends that we got to see in this game. So I want to see more of that. You know, overall though, I feel like this year's packs have been pretty good, and one thing that they continue to nail out the park, and it seems it's because they have more time, but a lot of these DLC wrestlers really feel like themselves. The taunts, the moves, the way they move, like the Great Khali and Mark Henry, they feel very powerful. They feel different from the rest of the roster. There is just some things that they are doing because they have, again, more time, and they can focus on these models instead of having to prepare, you know, 250, 300 wrestlers for the base game. So that's one thing that I do want to see across the whole game. But DLC wise, it really makes the DLC worth it because you have all these different looks and packs that, you know, that are getting in there, and the way that they act, the way that they move is just really cool to see, especially in the video game, especially graphically, how good it looks. I just want to continue seeing more of that throughout the upcoming years as well. If you can't give us that with the base roster all the time, then DLC is where you guys are nailing it out the park. I want to continue seeing that because they have done a fantastic job with the DLC this year. The game, you could obviously say what you want about the game, but when you actually turn the game on and you're playing with some of this DLC stuff, I think that is worth a damn, if I'm being completely honest. And whatever they charge for the season pass, I think that's worth it too, because the DLC really seems like they really hone in on that and do great work when it comes to the DLC. That's just my 2 cents, bro. Y'all want to call me a shill, whatever, go ahead. But I feel pretty balanced this year. I've been giving y'all the negative, the positive. DLC is just one of the big positives in this year's game. So I do want to see some more things, you know, continue to change with the game. But for now, pack number 5, man, is on the way. We got patches. We may have another story for the island, which could very well be the last island story before they go on ahead and shut down any more content updates in that mode. And honestly, I wouldn't really blame them if they started to shut down any content updates for that mode. I feel like that mode needs more details for the content. Like, I know that some people like that whole little picture stuff and it has the words. Like, I just want more than that too, if I'm being completely honest with the island. It needs to be better, in my opinion. But again, this is version 1. I'm gonna let them off the hook, you know, this year, but I think that for next year we should be seeing more and more improvements within the island. And it really makes me wonder, are we going to go on ahead and keep the same, you know, world around, being that Roman is no longer going to be on the cover? That's going to be very interesting to see as well. Is that something that we are going to continue seeing throughout the years, where maybe it is just Roman's island and we just get improvements in various different areas throughout the years? So that's another thing to keep in mind as well. Overall though, man, some pretty good DLC packs. I'm excited to review this one, but this is the final DLC pack coming your way, man. But if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you guys stay tuned for more. I'm trying to give you guys at least 3 uploads a week till we get to the 2K26 cycle, because if you guys don't know, that is exactly where I thrive. So we'll have to see what happens next, y'all. I'm gonna catch y'all. Peace.